So today is supposed to be one of our partly cloudy sunny days. This is the second sunnyish day that we've had in June. And then it's supposed to kind of rain again for a number of days, and then for real we're supposedly supposed to get some nice sunny days. So I need to get some seeding done with the Jang seeder here. Last week I did use it for the first time to seed some space spinach. And I did, like, I don't know what it was, like 10 feet or something. And a little bit of a disaster. I didn't have the handle set, and I didn't realize that, you know, you've got this whole wheel back here before it starts to seed. And so if you've got another crop, you're actually gonna have a gap. So I was trying to work around that. But then I'm thinking, you know, it's just as well that you know, you got the crop over here, you've got a gap that I could plant in some, you know, slug attractants like bok choy, or what I'm finding out is radishes are super attractant, and then go ahead and start just seeding the rest of that short row. And so unless somebody else has a trick that you've figured out for not leaving a gap there. So today I need to seed some radishes, which I should have seeded some more radishes sooner. And I'm gonna also try and get my overwintered carrots, the Giants of Colmar variety. And I thought about that. I think I wanna go ahead and maybe sift a few sections of the bed and then just seed the whole thing and see later if I get better germination in the sifted sections, just to give that a trial. So yeah, that's the plan for today. And so I've got my rock sand radish. And what I've got here is I've got the F24 roller inside here, and that's the one I used for the spinach, and I guess that's the one that's good for radishes too. So before I change out the roller for the carrots, I'm gonna go ahead and do the radishes on that same roller. But so there's a little chart here that tells you how to set your gears here in order to get the right spacing, you know, for the seeds, the in-row spacing for the seeds. And I've got this set. Let's pull this off and see what I've got it set for. I've got a 13 in the front and a 10 in the back. So that's supposed to give me, with a 24 hole roller, which I have, I've got an F24 roller. It's supposed to give me about a 1 inch spacing. So I don't know what other people might be using as far as gears on that. Okay, so the carrot seed roller, it's the LJ12. That does work for pelleted carrot seeds, and I put my pelleted carrot seed in there and it does lay flush. So I can use that LJ roller for my carrots. So I'll have to switch that out when I move to carrots, and then I'll have to switch out the spacing probably too. So I'll have to switch out the gears. But anyway, that is the plan. So I'm gonna start with my radishes. Pull this thing off the top. And I weighed all my packages of seeds first, so that you weigh it afterwards to make sure that, that you actually seeded something. So I'm gonna go ahead and just throw this whole thing in here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put the new set of radishes over by the lettuces that I just transplanted out. Because I don't really want to. I was thinking about just pulling out all the radishes and just replanting radishes, but there's slugs in that soil, so I don't want them to be just like all this, you know, just like easily be able to get my radishes. So I'm gonna do 5 rows of radishes, and I've got it so the seed is dropping about, what, 16, 18 inches away from the end of the lettuces here. And we do the outside edge. I could just turn around and go the other way, but I think I'm just going to go back like this, so I know how to set my wheel the right distance from the lettuce. So I got the seed right here at the end. I'll get the hang of this. It'll be all right. We're gonna run it down the center between these two guys here. We're going to Okay, that's it. You have to admit that that is a lot faster than hand seeding. Okay, so I've got the radishes seeded over there, and now I'm over here in this bed for the carrots that I want to overwinter, the giant Colmar. I am looking at this chart and seeing that with a 12-hole roller, the smallest spacing I can get is 2 inches. So when I bought the Jang seeder, I also got this seed roller starter pack, which includes 5 different rollers with, so for different types of seeds. And so I thought, okay, I've got this LJ12, which is for pelleted carrots, so I'll be fine. It's got the single row of holes. I didn't realize, I didn't understand the gearing in the Jang seeder, and that would limit me to the smallest in-row spacing of 2 inches. So what I really need to do, since I've got a lot of pelleted carrot seeds still left over, is get this LJ24, which has the 2 rows of holes, so that I can get anywhere from 0.5 to 2.5 inch in-row spacing. Because what I want is kind of something like an inch or like an inch and a half in-row spacing. And so then eventually I may want to go with raw carrot seed, without the pellet, and use this XY24. But in the meantime, yeah, I probably should go ahead and just buy this since I've got a lot of pelleted seed left over. Because I didn't think I was getting the Jang seeder this year. I thought I was going to have to hand seed everything. That's why I bought pelleted carrot seed. And so I don't know if what I have in right now is 10 and 13, and I don't know that it's worth changing out the gears, because that gives me 2.5 inch spacing, which is quite a wide spacing for carrots, I would think. So I'm kind of considering, instead of doing 5 rows in here, maybe doing like 9, My little buddy with the scar, he was just sitting there and I startled him. Little buddy. Tyler got a picture of a couple of little spindly leg fellows that a mama deer had, but we haven't seen mama deer with her babies over here. So I've got about 4 feet or so at either end of this bed right here, sifted, so then I can see if sifting helps with germination. So let's start over here at the very end. This bed is supposed to be like 30 inches, but because of the slope on either side, it's probably more like 25. So I'm trying to get right on the edge, and I'm just going to be good and just do it one direction. Oh my gosh, I'm doing it on a hill. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Now I gotta do one in the center. Go, 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 go. Just doesn't sound right. Let's keep going. Oh. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna do 9. Should we go to the other side? Sure, why the hell not? You know what? I'm gonna try 9 rows. Let's do it. I'm wording. Oh my goodness. Let's mark this. I'm gonna do this one, and I do this one. Okay. Ow, that was my head. Okay, let's go on this side. Okay, one more pass. Done. Done. So I got the seeding done, and today was much better than when I did it for the first time planting the spinach, but I still don't feel like I have the hang of it. Eventually I'll get it figured out, I think. I don't think I'm gonna cover the beds with row cover because I looked at the spinach that I planted and I didn't cover it, and nothing's been scratched in, and I have not been seeing a lot of bird scratching or bird even presence very much, which would indicate that I don't have a bug problem here, right? So next week I'm going to be selling stuff for the first time this season. I've been working on like pricing and everything, so I gotta get that kind of figured out. Anyway, Oliver is constantly in trouble over there. I don't know. Oliver, I think, has been over here chasing the deer a couple times, so I am not a big fan of Oliver. I've got 2 flats of soil blocks seeded. These are up here at the house by the window just for germination. And this is red and green sweet crisp Salanova lettuce and cilantro, dill, and green onions for a 3rd succession of plantings. Hey, so it's a nice balmy 55 degrees here in Southeast Alaska. Nice beginning of summer here. You may have seen in some of my past pictures where I was showing you my soil block starts, I've got some mint that I had saved from my old community garden bed. And I am now going to pot it up so I can put it out in the garden. It was something that the restaurant in town was interested in. I haven't checked back to see if she's still interested in getting some mint, but that's what I'm doing right now. I got a big stainless steel bowl with some holes drilled at the bottom, and I just threw in some rocks. I'm going to throw in a mixture of soil, sand, rotted seaweed, and I'll probably put a little fertilizer on top, and then we'll throw the mint in there. Big bowl of mint over here in the corner of the garden on a rock so that the mint cannot escape and take over the whole garden. Well, it's raining, so spinach is getting watered in, radishes, and carrots. Oakley dokley, so I'm gonna go inside and finalize my pricing. I'm going to be selling just a tiny bit to one customer today. I have one customer who's going to be kind of like almost like a little CSA. I'll probably get something to him every week, and then I'll just put stuff out on Facebook for whatever is kind of left over is kind of my plan, kind of. The next day the weather cleared, so we went up the Stickeen River and returned about 9 o'clock at night with the sun still above the horizon.